What's up, Bears fans? Welcome back to another episode of Bears Focus Podcast. It's your host Colin here, and man, we had a big day to the start of free agency yesterday. The Bears made some really big signings, and we're gonna go over that today. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So, man, very first signing of the day. They opened it up perfectly, did what they needed to do, did what everybody expected them to do. They went and they signed Drew Dahlman. All right. They got him for 3 years, $42 million. Now, there's reports and things going around, I think from Jonathan Jones at CBS, saying that he took less money to actually come to Chicago. A stud, bro. A stud. Now, I know last season he was a bit injured. All right. He only played 9 games. He had an ankle injury. But in the past 4 seasons, he's been a top five center as far as run blocking, pass protection. He's been in the top five. So he is a guy that we sorely, sorely needed. All right. He is going to be a huge improvement over Coleman Shelton. He is going to be amazing for us. And now, with our offensive line, our interior is freaking crazy. All right. Drew Dahlman at center, Joe Tooney at our left guard, Jonah Jackson at the right guard spot. Assuming health for him and being able to come back. Man, Ryan Poles has done his thing. He's gone crazy in the trenches. All right, Ryan Poles is a real trench baby out here. He did what Bears fans wanted him to do. He did what Bears fans needed him to do, what the team needed him to do, and go out there, solidify the trenches, get some protection for Caleb Williams, make sure that he's not going to be on his ass 68 times again. I am so excited, and I am really ready to see how this line looks once we start to get in training camp and preseason. I'm ready to start to see how things come together, man. Next pick or signing that they made. Dio, and I'm sorry if I mess this up, and I probably will. Dio Odingbo. Odaingbo, however you say it. All right. So him, another 3-year contract, 42 million. And we got him from Indy. All right. Defensive end, big, long, strong guy. It looks like he's gonna fit really well into Dennis Allen's system in that 4-3. Supposedly he should be much better and more suited for a 4-3 than a 3-4 like they were running in Indy last season. So I'm excited to see what he does. His highest sack total is 8, and that came in 2023. Uh, he played in 17 games. He started 4 of them. 24, he played 17 games, started 2 of them with only 3 sacks. A lot of that people are attributing to, and it can be attributed to just overall bad defense from Indiana. It wasn't a good season for that team. So, Sweat on the other side, Dexter, Billings in the middle. We got somebody else we gonna talk about in the middle now. Odingbo on the other side. Man, this defense now is looking like it's really shaping up too. And then let's go to the final signing of the day. All right. He just got released yesterday, a few hours before this. And the Bears, Ryan Poles went in and he got Grady Jarrett from the Falcons. All right. Well, the Falcons released him. So we went and got Grady Jarrett. All right. A 2-time Pro Bowler, second team All Pro player. We got a real stud on the inside now. A stud on the inside. He's been a stalwart down there in Atlanta for like 10 years. He he's not a sack guy, right? But he consistently gets pressure. I think his career rate is 10%. Yep, 10% pressure rate for his career. So he gets in there from that D tackle spot. He makes stuff happen. He plays the run very well. He gets some TFLs in there. He is a guy that the Bears did need. Now, How they're gonna exactly pair up that D tackle position, who knows? Is it gonna be him and Dexter? Is it gonna be him and Billings? I'm sure they're gonna rotate, but who's gonna start? We'll see. Me, I would say we start Billings, we start Jared, with Dexter being the younger of the two. He's gonna come in for either one of those guys rotating, and he's gonna cause some damage, I believe. So I think this was another great signing for Ryan Poles. He got 3 years, 43.5 million. Man, these 3 year deals Poles is putting out is great. He's doing something that, to be honest, I really didn't expect from the Bears. I didn't expect Chicago to come in and really going hard in the trenches like we needed them to. All right, the past few seasons, they sucked. All right, the trenches have not been good. No way. Again, I know I talked about this on the last episode. There's no way our quarterback should be getting sacked 68 times, especially a rookie quarterback. That's terrible. So I love what Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles are doing, trying to build this offensive line, trying to get some protection in there for Caleb Williams. We're gonna bring that sack number down tremendously. All right. I think no more than 40 sacks. If we take off 28, that's great. That's still very high, but that's a lot better than that 68, 70 number, right? So let's see those sacks come down. And then on the other side, we need to see those sack numbers go up. All right. With Grady Jarrett now being there in the middle as well, he's going to take up some space and he should be able to get pressure up the middle. That should allow Sweat, Odingbo to come along those edges, get back there, pressure the QB, get some sacks. So I want to see Sweat sack numbers go up. I think he had what, 6 last season? We got to bump that up to double digits. We need at least 12 out of him this season. Odingbo, if he can get back to his career high, get close to that 8 number, that'll be perfect. We need that from him too. All right. We need sacks from our defensive line. And I believe it's going to happen this season. We're going to improve. Now, it looks like these are the big moves, and I'm sure that Poles is done with any big moves unless the Bears are still in the Trey Hendrickson sweepstakes. Now, if they are still in on Trey Hendrickson, I do believe that he can get got for a second and a third. All right, a second, a third. Maybe we trade a piece. I wouldn't want to trade Dexter, but maybe Pickens, Austin Booker. You know, don't give up that first round pick. We can give up a second. We can give up a third, and we bringing in Trey Hendrickson. Now we got him and Sweat on the other side, or Dingbo coming in as a rotation piece for either one. Man, man, man. All right. Now I know I'm just dreaming right now. I'm just a Bears fan, living the dream. All right. We've won the off season. What is this? 3 years in a row? It doesn't feel good to say we won the off season, but I'm hoping that now this finally translates into a real winning season. Okay. I estimated and predicted last season. I know I wasn't doing the show, so nobody knows, but I predicted, people that know. I predicted 10 wins for the Bears last season, and I thought that they would have gotten there. And to give myself a little pat on the back, a few of those games that they lost that were close, that they really should have won, would have got them to that 10 games. Bad coaching on Eberflus's part. Waldron, don't even want to talk about that guy. All right, coaching really screwed the pooch last season. We got Ryan Poles still leading the charge from the front office. We got Ben Johnson in, and he has a great staff with him. I think that the Bears are in for a great season. No predictions yet. I'm going to wait until after the draft as we get closer to training camp to start to, formulate some predictions on what I think the team is going to do. But right now, Bears fans, let's enjoy the moment. All right. Let's enjoy what our general manager for the Chicago Bears has been doing with the team. Let's enjoy the fact that he is bringing in pieces that we wanted and needed. One, nobody knew about Grady Jarrett. Like, that came out of nowhere. So that is a great signing. It came out of nowhere that Atlanta released him. That was crazy, but I know their cap situation, having signed Kirk Cousins to that big money deal, and now they're probably going to get rid of him. That kind of messed them up a little bit. So really excited for this new Bears team, man. I can't wait to see what else Ryan Poles does. Are they going to go after Trey Hendrickson? Are they going to sign a running back? Nick Chubb is out there. I think that'll be a good move, pairing him and Swift up. All right. That that's just me though. I know he's coming off an injury, and we getting a lot of players on the team that's kind of coming off an injury with Jonah Jackson and Drew Dahlman. So I know we don't necessarily want that, but Nick Chubb will be a great piece for the Bears, and I think that he would offer us something that we haven't had in a while with the power that he brings when he runs. All right. And I'm sure that they still draft a running back, probably third round. Hopefully not, not the first round. Don't want Genty. Great player. Lots of respect and love for him. I don't want him. We need to continue to build the trenches. All right. You build your team inside out. You start in the trenches. Then you start getting other pieces, secondary, wide receivers, running backs, things like that. Then you start with that. All right. So, really excited to see what Ryan Poles continues to do now as the start of the league year here comes up, I think Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's keep at it, man. Let's keep going. Shout out to Ryan Poles for what he's done so far in free agency, getting the Bears a step above where they were last season, and let's hope that it continues. Thanks again, everybody, for listening. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you like the content. We'll be dropping more videos. Probably later this week will be the next one as we kind of recap free agency and the start. And we talk about all the teams because there was a lot of big moves, man. Najee Harris, the most big move to me, the most recent big move to me going to the Chargers. I really like that. That's underrated. That's a great move. So we'll be back later this week talking about everything in the NFL, but I had to come in and drop this for you guys about the Bears. So again, like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for listening. Till next time.